11.0 Admission and fees structure. 11.01 Admission. Admission of students to the institution deemed to be university, public or private, shall be strictly based on merit in the entrance exam conducted by a government testing agency or the institution deemed to be university and is prescribed by the appropriate statutory authority wherever applicable. In case of no entrance exam, the admission of students to be institution deemed to be university may be made in the manner specified in the prospectus. 11.02 Fee structure. First, donation and capitation fee in whatever nomenclature or form, either directly or indirectly, is strictly prohibited. Second, the fee structure regulation issued by the government and relevant statutory body shall be applicable. Third, the fee shall be fixed transparently, keeping in view non-profiteering, non-commercial aspects. Fourth, the fee shall be collected as declared in the prospectus of the university and with a proper receipt for such payment. Fifth, the deemed to be university may provide fee concession, scholarship, or may allocate some seats to meritorious students belonging to socially and economically deprived group of the society. Sixth, the deemed to be university shall abide by UGC notification guidelines regarding refund of fees and return of original certificate as amended from time to time. 11.03 Every institution deemed to be university shall maintain the record of the entire process of selection of candidate, exhibit such record on its website, and preserve such records for a minimum period of 5 years. 11.04 The deemed to be university shall make available the prospectus on its website at least 60 days before the commencement of admission, including fee structure, refund policy, number of seats in a program, eligibility qualification, admission process, etc. 11.05 The deemed to be university shall not retain any original certificate of student after admission. This shall also apply to candidates joining teaching position. 12.0 Institution deemed to be university open to all. 12.01 The institution deemed to be university shall be open to the person of either sex and of whatever caste, creed, race, or class, and it shall not be lawful for the institution deemed to be university to adopt or impose on any person any taste whatever of religious belief or profession in order to entitle him her to be appointed as a teacher of the institution deemed to be university or to hold any other office therein or to be admitted as a student in an institution deemed to be university or to graduate threat or to enjoy or exercise any privilege thereof, provided that nothing in the section shall be deemed to prevent the institution deemed to be university from making special provision for the employment or admission of women, persons with disabilities, or of person belonging to the weaker section so the society, and in particular or the scheduled caste and the scheduled tribes and the other socially and educationally backward classes of citizens. 12.02 All policies and procedures in matter of admission, fee, and employment as applicable to the university level public and privately funded institution respectively shall apply. 13.0 Institution deemed to be university to be unitary. The institution deemed to be university shall be unitary in nature and shall not affiliate any other institution. 14.0 Reservation Policy. Institution deemed to be university shall implement the policy on reservation in admission and recruitment in accordance with provision of the Constitution of India and any Act of Parliament for the time being in force and disclose all such information on its website. 15.0 Online Distance Education. Institution deemed to be university may offer courses online, distance courses, degree in accordance with the UGC regulation notified from time to time. 16.0 Power to conduct inquiry and consequences of violation of regulation. 16.01 Where the government or the commission, as the case may be, receive information by way of complaint or otherwise that an institution deemed to be university has violated any of the provision of this regulation. It shall cause to conduct an inquiry into the fact of such information after issuing a notice to the said effects to the institution deemed to be university. 16.02 The Commission may also causes an inspection to be made by experts in matter of academics, administrations and finance regarding academic outcomes or any matter connected with the administration or finances of the institution deemed to be university for the purpose of the inquiry. 16.03 Based on the inquiry or through procedure mentioned in this regulation, if the government or the commission, as the case may be, is satisfied that this regulation have been violated, the institution deemed to be university shall be subjected to such action as provided in this regulation. Consider a proposal under previous regulation. All the application for the declaration of an institution as an institution deemed to be university or for the approval for establishing off-campus center or offshore campus that have been received by the government or are pending or under process in the commission prior to the date of notification of these regulations, as the case may be, shall be governed by these regulations, provided that the applicant may submit an undertaking in writing that such an application may be proceed in term of regulation of the commission governing an institution deemed to be university as were in force on the date of such application and date subjects to the approval of the application under this regulation. The applicant shall comply with the provision of this regulation within a period of 2 years from the date of approval, as the case may be, failing which the status of the applicant as an institution deemed to be university status of campus offshore campus shall be withdrawn. 18.0 Funds, accounts, audits and annual reports. The book of accounts of the institution deemed to be university shall be maintained, managed and operated in the name of the institution deemed to be university and not in the name of the sponsoring body or any other body, and shall be kept in such form as may be laid down by the Executive Council and conform to the rules, if any prescribed in this regard by the Commission. Second, funds shall not be diverted at any time from the accounts of the institution deemed to be university to any other account, including to other accounts, including to other accounts, including to the accounts of sponsoring body or any other body. The institution deemed to be university shall get its books of accounts audited annually, separated, published and uploaded on the website of the institution, and if such institution is funded or state government or through its agencies fully or partially, then the account of such institution deemed to be university shall be open for examination by the Controller and Auditor General of India. Accounts of institution deemed to be university shall also, where required, be open for inspection by the Commission. The annual financial statement and account shall be audited by a qualified professional, a member or fellow of the Institute of Chartered Account of India, to be appointed by the institution deemed to be university, provided that the Commission may, on receipt of information regarding financial impropriety or embezzlement or illegal diversion of funds from the account of institution deemed to be university or of fees being collected against the provision of the regulations, issue a notice directing the institution deemed to be university to show cause as to why an inspection, including a forensic audit, not be ordered in respect of the complaint, and of after providing a reasonable opportunity to the respondent institution. The Commission may, on being satisfied that there were sufficient grounds to proceed further, causes an inspection by a team of the Commission and also direct a forensic audit. The report of the inspection team and the forensic audit report taken together shall form the basis for the Commission to take further action as it may be deemed fit under this regulation, including recommendation of withdrawal of institution deemed to be university status to the government. Fifth, annual reports and the audit report shall be uploaded on the institution deemed to be university website after due approval from Executive Council. Institution deemed to be university, managed, controlled, funded by central state government shall submit a copy of annual report and annual audit report to the respective government. 19.0 Miscellaneous. The institution deemed to be university shall mention the name with the location of campus, offshore campus, constituent unit, constituent institution on the degree, diploma, certificate or any other qualification award to the student on its roll. Second, the institution deemed to be university shall, as soon as may be after the completion of academic program and in no case later than 180 days from the date of such completion, ensure that the degree, diploma, certificate or any other qualification in respect of the program of studies is awarded and made available to a student. Third, no institution deemed to be university shall at any time enter into any franchisee agreement or arrangement either overtly or covertly with any individual or organization for establishing, maintaining or operating the off-campus, offshore campus constituent unit, constituting institution, course, program of study, department, school, faculty of institution deemed to be university except in the following cases, namely A. The institution deemed to be university eligible under clause 7.01 may enter into an agreement or arrangement if first, the establishment, maintenance or operation of such institution is permitted under any act of parliament or the rules or regulation made thereunder. And second, it has made an application under sub-regulation 7.02 after following the procedure specified in this regulation. The campus to be established under such agreement or arrangement shall be A. treated as an off-campus center of the institution deemed to be university as long as such arrangement remain valid under such law and subjected to similar standard of audit and disclosure as a not-for-profit entity as that of the institution deemed to be university. B. The institution deemed to be university eligible under regulation 7.01 may enter into the agreement or arrangement for practical training of student of a school skill oriented vocational course if such course is approved by the university, grants, commission or any other body established under any act of parliament. Twinning program, joint degree program and dual degree program shall be offered in accordance with the provision stipulated in UGC. Academic collaboration between India and foreign higher educational institutions to offer twinning, joint degree and dual degree program regulation 2022 as amended from time. Fifth, the income and property of institution deemed to be university shall be utilized solely for promoting the objectives of the institution deemed to be university. Sixth, the commission shall have the power to issue direction to an institution deemed to be a university for implementation of any public policy of the government or in respect of any law in force, including appropriate direction in case of any violation of any law or policy by the institution deemed to be university. 7. No portion of the income and property of the institution deemed to be university shall be paid or transferred directly or indirectly by way of dividend, bonus or otherwise, however, by way of profit to the person who were at any time or members of institution deemed to be university or to any of them or any person claiming through them, provided that nothing herein contained shall prevent the payment in good faith of remuneration to any member thereof or another person as consideration for any service rendered to the institution deemed to be university or for travelling or other allowance and such other charges. Eighth, in consultation with the Commission, the government shall have power to impose such other conditions not inconsistent with this regulation in the notification, and the same shall be binding on the institution deemed to be university. Ninth, where an institution deemed to be university wishes to surrender its status of institution deemed to be university, it may do so with the prior permission of the government and similarly withdrawal of any constituent unit off campus, offshore campus of the institution deemed to be university from the purview of an institution deemed to be university shall require the sponsoring body to take the prior permission of the government, provided that such surrender or withdrawal as the case may be shall take effect only after the last batch of students on the roll of the institution deemed to be university or its constituent units as the case may be have been accorded the opportunity to qualify for the completion of the program of study and award of degree. 10th, the institution deemed to be university shall furnish to the central government commission such return of other information with respect to its property or activities as the central government commission may from time to time require within such period as may be specified by central government commission. 11. Convocation of the institution deemed to be university for the conferring of degree or for other purpose shall be held in such manner as may be prescribed by the rules. 12. The Executive Council may by a resolution passed by a majority of vote not less than two-thirds of the member present and voting withdraw a degree of academic distinction conferred or on any other certificates or diploma granted to any person by the institution deemed to be university for good and sufficient cause, provided that no such resolution shall be passed until a notice in writing has been given to that person calling upon him her to show cause within such time as may be specified in the notice as to why such a resolution should not be passed and until his her objection if any and any evidence he/she may produce in support of them have been considered by the Executive Council. 13th, in the event conflict of opinion with regard to the interpretation of this regulation, and the opinion of the Commission shall be final. 20.0 Legal proceeding. First, for purpose of Societies Registration Act 1860, Public Trust Act, Companies Act 2013, the person in whose name the institution deemed to be a university may sue or be sued shall be the registered, who shall have the power to enter into agreement, sign documents and authenticate records on behalf of the institution deemed to be university, and shall exercise such power and perform such duties as may be prescribed by this regulation. Second, no suit or legal proceeding shall be against the government or the Commission in respect of anything done or purported or intended to be done in pursuance of any of this regulation. 21.0 Consequences of the violation of regulation. Where an institution deemed to be university is found to have violated the provision of this regulation or any other applicable regulation of the Commission, it may be subjected to one or more of the following. 21.01 For violation of this regulation established by the inquiry committee set up by the UGC government, the institution deemed to be university shall be warned in writing with public notice or bid from any expansion in term of diversification to new course program of study, department S and off-campus ES, offshore campuses for a period of 3 years, or as recommended by the inquiry committee, whatever is higher. 21.02 Continuous violation of regulation established by the inquiry committee set up by the UGC government may result in closure of the courses, program of study, departments and off-campus constituent institution, offshore campus, or may result in withdrawal of the status of institution deemed to be university. 12. Removal of difficulty. UGC reserve the right to remove difficulties in implementing this regulation in consultation with the Government of India and Ministry of Education.